Honorable Speaker, it is true that the Constitution provides for the independence of the Electoral Commission, but I think that is in relation to the fact that the Electoral Commission itself is also doing things in accordance to the Constitution. Because it is the same Constitution that provides for the powers of the people of Uganda through their elected leaders. And it is the same Constitution that provides Parliament and its oversight law, Right Honorable Speaker. As long as the Electoral Commission is not following the Constitution and the laws of Uganda, I think it is right and prudent for Parliament, on behalf of the people of Uganda, to call them to order. For example, Right Honorable Speaker, it is provided under the Constitution that the determination of electoral areas shall be done after a census, and then that was a census in Uganda in 2024, and the Electoral Commission is saying, no, we are using 2014 census results a decade ago, more than a decade ago, Right Honorable Speaker. And by doing that, they are differentializing the people and denying them leaders. In certain places, like in my council, for example, they left us with councillors who cannot be used to constitute a council and its organs, like forming up committees of the council, i.e. the executive committee and the other working committees of the council, Right Honorable Speaker. So, Right Honorable Speaker, we should not allow the Electoral Commission to hide behind their independence to violate the Constitution. We came here and we took an oath to defend the Constitution at all times, and by calling on the Electoral Commission to do what is right, Mr. Speaker, we are defending the Constitution and ensuring that the power of the people of Uganda prevails through their elected leaders. I beg to move.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker, I must first of all state that I'm a member of the Committee on Legal and Parliamentary Affairs. Yeah. And therefore, in enumerating the issues before the House, we had in mind the limitations of our duty. And there's a reason why the EC appeared together with the UBOS and the NIRA. Synchronizing their role is part of accountability. And if you go by the command of Article 63, particularly 5, sub-article 5, on the roles of the Electoral Commission, they have not done that role, and the abdicative, outlook of UBOS in releasing the census results, this Parliament is really doing its work in reminding them of that application and reminding them of the timelines within which they have to execute that mandate. Mr. Speaker, sir, I think we are moving well. The report the coaching of the language of the report could probably sound as though directing, but we are reminding these agencies of this critical obligation to the people and under the Constitution. So we are within our limits, I contend.
Thank you, Honourable Nambooze. I think, Honourable colleagues, my issue is not on us calling on the Electoral Commission to do a right thing. You can do it through any forum. Is us making resolutions, okay, which we are saying go implement as the Electoral Commission. Since it's a matter of the law, we have the Attorney General here. I need your guidance on this. I think,
Right Honourable Speaker, I think what your guidance is quite right. The issue is not we cannot discuss the electoral process. The issue is that what instruction are we giving? For example, if you say the EC should immediately discontinue the involvement of DSOs, PSOs, etc., etc., you have now gone to another point. So you need to tell them that the identification. No, for example, when you say you cannot register people who don't have NINs, that's not correct. Because the law says that the Electoral Commission may use the register. It is only for identification. So you need, what I'm saying is that, and I think I agree with the Right Honourable Speaker, that when we are going about this, if we are giving advisory recommendation, they can be given on matters of principle. The moment you start telling them how to conduct a particular function, we may cross the line. That's, I think, what the Honourable Speaker is saying. Thank you.
Now, Honourable colleagues, I want to give my ruling on this matter. Okay? I'm uncomfortable presiding over a house which is interfering with the powers of a body of which we as legislators said should be independent. If we wanted to interfere, we should have expressly stated it here. I just want to make that very clear. But I consulted a little bit. I've been talking to the Electoral Commission following up on these issues. Let us send this report to them as a gesture of goodwill and showing because the report has captured all the issues which members were looking at. Let us, because the moment we say we first adopt it, then Rule 220 will require them to come and report here within certain timelines. But let us take advantage of the goodwill that Parliament has shown the Electoral Commission. We send them this report, and we shall, at an appropriate time, Minister of Justice will update us. Okay? Yeah, will update us on this. No. Yes, Rob. I've made my ruling.
I'm just trying to see how we get a balancing act so that the concerns raised by the people of Uganda through the legislators are attended to. How do we get committal from government that they are going to attend to these issues, and for that matter by way of an update, because these issues are very critical, they are of concern out there. So I don't know, maybe let me wait to get your attention, sir. I wanted to see how you could guide, right, Honorable Speaker, how we get committal from government to address these concerns of the general public, because these are cross-cutting issues. Cross-cutting, by the way. This side, that's what our people are raising as concerns.
Can I have the attention of the Attorney General?
So how do we, Mr. Attorney General and government, get committal that these issues of concern are going to be addressed in a timely manner? Because that's what is hovering over us, really.
Attorney General.
Right Honorable Speaker, we can have the Minister of Justice come back here, say next week, to report on the actions that have been taken, having listened to what Parliament has to say, in form of reporting back on the process of...
we can say, Attorney General, we can say, the Minister updates the House, okay? And on the process. And in the update, he takes cognizance of these issues which had been raised here. Now, that even gives us the freedom to debate his statement. Okay, it makes it much easier for me to manage the debate on the floor. So, colleagues, next item.
Are playing an advisory role for their good as well, because they come to Parliament saying, now give us money for this exercise, give us money for this other exercise.
Just Honorable Joan, I totally agree with you. I just want you to take me on the matter of the law. I'm a presiding officer of the House. I want to preside over the House lawfully. Okay? So, issues of justification of what, it's very, very simple. Can we interfere with, it's here. Because when you go for one recommendation, for example, I have here recommendations where we are directing EC on what to do. I have the EC should review the demarcation of electoral areas. Okay? I have EC should engage investigative agencies to investigate and prosecute. Yes, I brought it to you. Otherwise, I would have ruled. But I want us to be within our limits in as far as the law is concerned. Okay?
Maybe finally, right, Honorable Speaker, I actually agree with you, because previously I was raising the concern of the DPP not being directed. But you see, the Electoral Commission falls under a certain sectoral committee, even for accountability purposes. Vis-a-vis, how are they utilizing the resources given to them and accountability committees? Number two, are they executing their mandate within the law? So I think it is okay for Parliament to say, by the way, your mandate as the Electoral Commission is to follow this law. In demarcation and that kind of thing, please follow the law. I think that's within our powers as parliament to call to order any entity in this country, because it is our oversight role.
Thank you.